Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com.
And I'm Bob. Happy Friday.
Welcome back to our Top 5 Fridays ski industry news videos. And really welcome back because we were just talking about it and neither of us could actually remember in the moment, but I think it's been 4 weeks since we've done a Top 5 Fridays video.
It's been a minute.
Yeah, because we released the ski test. Hopefully people are really enjoying the ski test. We actually have a couple videos to add, kind of just some straggler skis that are right over there. The skis themselves have pages, but they don't have videos going with them yet. So we released that. And then I was out of the office for, at least 2 Fridays in a row.
Yep.
Because I went and got married.
Yeah, congratulations.
Sitting on now. And yeah, it's nice to be back.
The world went on without us here.
Barely.
Yeah.
I think barely. I think people were really probably starting to lose it this week, just not having this really grounding weekly feature.
You're probably right. Good thing we're back.
But no, yeah, hopefully people are enjoying the ski test. Thank you for your patience with us as we work to get that up. We do want to change a few things on it, like mostly just design things, like the homepage didn't end up being exactly what we had planned because it kind of just turned into a time thing and we had to eliminate certain things just to get it up. So take a look at that if you haven't already. Comparison series has been going great. Matt joined you for 100 Freeride. You and I just did 110 Freeride this week that just went up yesterday. And then now we're going to go narrower for a while. So next week we'll go into basically mid-80, that has become one of my favorite comparisons because I feel like those skis still don't get as much attention as they deserve.
There's just too many darn good options out there.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing we go through all these skis and we're like, oh, this one's
is
good too. Look at all these good skis on this list that we haven't even talked about yet.
Yep. So we'll go narrower for a little bit. And then I don't even know if you're aware of this, Bob. Oh, no, I told you that. I told you this. Emily's been writing some women's comparisons. Emily's still out in Aspen, so we're not 100% sure what we'll do for those videos, but Allie comes back to work next week. Allie's been on maternity leave. Many of you know Allie. So maybe we'll get Allie back in here.
Just throw her right on Monday.
Yeah.
First day back.
Like, all right, come on upstairs. You got to do this video.
Stand here for an hour and a half.
So we got plenty more comparisons to share, and that's been really fun. And then just a quick touch on some sales stuff. We've got an outlet sale going on right now. Some pretty aggressive pricing on like 2024 and older stuff. And then keep an eye out next week. Next week we should have some different and exciting things going on. That's all I got. You got anything else? It's been 4 weeks.
Yeah. No, I did notice that we have some nice prices on perennial favorites, a Revolt 96, Bent 90. Those skis are, I believe they have 2s at the beginning of their price tags, which is pretty awesome.
Wild. Yep. So a lot of good stuff out there. We are getting low on inventory levels in certain things, but some there's still enough there that you don't have to be. It's not an immediate sense of urgency, but in some cases it is.
It's a good time to buy, whether you're looking for a new 25 ski or one of these old good deals.
Right. From a business perspective, I should probably be saying it's almost gone. Buy it now. And truly, in some cases, that is the case.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's it. You good?
Good.
You want to talk about some news?
Yeah, some good business speak in this week.
We're really getting into it's October now.
Yeah.
We're really getting into ski news, which is exciting. So first topic of the week, there is a new partnership between the FIS and the UN to raise climate change awareness. So UN's World Meteorological I don't know why I struggle to pronounce that word. I don't think I ever have until 15 minutes ago. Their World Meteorological Organization has signed its very first agreement with a sports league, which I thought was just an interesting statement.
Who else would it be, I guess?
Like Formula One.
Yeah.
That would be like, that's where my mind went first because of like emissions stuff and I don't know.
I mean, like football.
Yeah,
I
or
mean,
something
you
like
got to
that.
think of like more global
That's where
activities.
kind of what I was trying to go with
Yeah.
Formula One. So, anyways, we've got a quote that is quite a quote. We've got multiple impressive quotes. Their goal is to work together to highlight the far-reaching impacts of rising global temperatures on snow and ice cover and to establish practical initiatives to strengthen scientific and sporting dialogue.
Someone got paid like $100,000 to write that line. I can't believe that's someone's job.
I went to business
That's
school.
amazing. Unbelievable. No idea what you just said.
Yeah, no, I don't really know what I just said either. I mean, I think I just said that they're going to work together to try and just raise awareness.
Yeah.
But nothing, I didn't really see any like concrete stuff. So time will tell what they actually do.
They'll string you right along.
Yeah, exactly. And that's all I really have to say about that. But it's certainly not a bad thing.
Nope. More people working together.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what movie reference I was just thinking of, but there's some movie where they say something similar and it's funny.
Yeah.
And it'll probably come to me at like 8:30 tonight as I'm
Lying
on the
down for
couch.
bed. Yeah.
And then second topic of the week, we have the tour calendar for the 2025 Freeride World Tour. No crazy changes other than there is a new stop in Vail Resorts. That's in France. The weather window is January 27th to February 1st. All of the other stops are basically the same. And it's kind of interesting because this is I believe the first time they've had 6 events in a season. And Matt McGinnis had some interesting speculation that, if anything, it's kind of an insurance policy that they'll be able to at least hold 5 events.
Due to potential for cancellations.
Correct.
Yeah.
And, without even further speculation, that kind of makes sense heading into 2025-26 when kind of big mountain competitive skiing will make its Olympic debut. So both from like, I don't exactly know how like rankings from this season will work for team selection next season, but I wouldn't be surprised if that is at all integrated. And then also just from like a public perception, if there's one more event, they're going to get it in front of X more eyeballs.
Yeah, I mean, this must be kind of
I'm getting like a million text messages.
It's Friday afternoon. It's when everyone wants something.
Everyone wants me to play golf, and I told them I can't. Anyways.
My point was, this might be like that kind of next step of FIS owning the Freeride World Tours. They're like, all right, let's
standardize
push it.
things.
Yeah.
Anyways, excited for a 6th event.
Yep.
Always excited for the Freeride World Tour season. I don't often get to watch like every single event start to finish because they're so long.
They do a great job with the recaps.
I know.
I mean, that's.
I guess I'm just saying I wish I had time to like watch them live start to finish because it's just such an incredible event.
Yeah.
And I like watching the snowboarders too, which like I do snowboard, but not like that or frequently. Third topic of the week, Vail Resorts has announced a 2-year transformation plan. I believe this was announced before this past week, but we're just talking about it now. And in their words, it's an effort to reduce costs. And actually, I don't think this is their words, but it's basically an effort to reduce costs and appease their investors.
It's a wonderful euphemism for laying people off.
I believe that was Matt's words, not Vail's. But I did write down a quote. Anyways, so this is basically going to be a primary round of corporate layoffs and a consolidation of operations, which to me is interesting. And it gets even more interesting, but I'll preface this by reminding people that I have never really been anti-Vail. I know that there are a lot of people that are anti-Vail Resorts, but I worked for Vail Resorts for a year. I totally understand why people don't like the organization, but I kind of at least try to like check myself to not fall into that just perception. And that being said, I have had the existing opinion that they already do this.
Right. When they acquire someone, they install their own protocols and procedures.
That was my impression.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is basically saying, like, that's not what we did, which to me was kind of striking. So in a press release, they kind of summarized growing from 10 to 42 resorts and the challenges of doubling the company's workforce. And then here's your quote, Bob. The company captured initial acquisition synergies in corporate support functions and through technology integrations.
They must have the same writer as the
they got
FIS-UN collaboration.
Yep, no doubt there.
It's unbelievable that someone gets paid to write that.
Yeah, and essentially what they're communicating or trying to communicate is that they kept staff in place to operate their acquisitions, but now after 10 years of all those acquisitions, they have just like an overly complex web and an overly costly network of employees.
Yeah. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
And it's a business. After a certain amount of period, you figure out where you got trim the fat is kind of a not nice way of saying to fire people, but it's a business and they need to.
You got to figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of experienced that buying the basin down in Killington, and like neither you or I were immediately involved in the business decisions there, but I would say how long have we had it? 2 years?
A couple of years, yeah.
Like fast forward that amount of time, and we've learned a lot of well, it would be better if we did things more efficiently here or over there. So it is interesting, but I feel like it was, I don't know. You could dig pretty deep here, and it's just kind of a little bit, not surprising, but I wouldn't have expected them to like go with that angle, because I feel like the general public, those with existing perceptions of their business practices, I think would fall more on my side. Like, I thought you already did that.
But they don't have to justify anyone to anything.
No, I know that's
anyone.
A
It's
very
their
good
business.
point. They can do whatever they want. Yeah. But it'll be interesting. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if each mountain in New England doesn't have a general manager.
Yeah. Like more regional stuff, you mean?
Right. Yeah. I feel like that's the path. Yeah. But time will tell. This is also like undoubtedly in response to what we've talked about recently with their revenue being down a little bit. And I sat with my employer probably 15 years ago, and they were in a struggling financial situation, and revenue was down, and I said, I'm sorry, but you need to cut costs. And they said, no, we're going to increase revenue. And I said, that's harder to do. And then they went out of business. So it's kind of just what you have to do. Moving on, fourth topic of the week, Killington is officially in the hands of its new owners.
This seems exciting.
Really contrasting kind of what we just talked about, with Vail owning, 42 mountains now, and Killington now is essentially independently owned. They put out a press release with a short video. Bob, I'm gonna go out and say that the new owners seem pretty cool.
Yeah, right out of the gate, they're adding all sorts of snow guns and chairlifts.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people like to see.
Yeah.
Like, especially here in the Northeast, it's like snowmaking. Everyone is very, very excited about snowmaking.
I think they already installed 1,000 new low energy guns.
Yeah.
Like the new HKD or
HKD is the brand.
Yeah, their newest, fanciest efficiency guns. They also announced that they've raised $30 million to invest into the resort in the next 12 to 16 months. They also announced that they will reinvest all profits back into the business for the next decade.
Cool.
I thought that was a really cool statement of no, we're not going to take any money out of this. And you know what the coolest thing that they're doing is, Bob?
6-pack?
No, they're bringing back Rails to Riches.
Oh, yeah. I knew you'd be more excited. I'm more excited about the Superstar 6-pack.
I figured I would just skim over all of that stuff and only talk about Rails to Riches. Rails to Riches, if you're unfamiliar, was a pretty high exposure rail jam. I would say arguably the biggest rail jam in the world, at least for a couple of years. It definitely was, or maybe more than a couple of years. Really big prize purse. It's pretty rare that you enter a rail jam and have the potential of winning thousands of dollars, and that was always the case with Rails to Riches. So it was gone for a long time, and they're bringing it back, which is exciting.
Sweet.
Yeah. I don't think I will be entering.
Me neither.
If anything, you should, because that would be great. Although people would be angry. There's like in some years there was like a lottery.
To get in?
Yeah. Or like if you didn't know somebody, like I used to have to like go through the certain channels of like connections in the park world to get an entry.
Yeah.
I think I did it 6 years in a row. And then that's it. Now we're on to edits of the week. First, we have 5. Big edit week. First one is Glomska from Max Palm. Really talented skier, always super fun to watch. Then we've got another talented skier. We've got the Rough Cut from Magma 3 from Hunter Hess. And then we've got Protection Ratchet from the Wells brothers, who you don't see too much from the Wells brothers anymore.
No.
But
I don't.
Turns out they're all still really good at skiing. And then we've got one just from our backyard here, Bob. We've got the trailer for Ski the East, Promised Land, Land, and Lappin. Bunch of friends in there. Matt Testa, Jose.
Just some good East Coast tree skiing, probably.
I would venture a guess that it's got a lot of East Coast tree skiing moguls. Donnie Pelletier's in this one. I saw a Radio Ron cameo.
Nice
to see Radio Ron back in the fold. And then undoubtedly you will see some like aggressive and borderline dangerous East Coast park skiing, because that basically describes East Coast park skiing.
It's all dangerous.
Borderline dangerous. Yeah. And then lastly, we've got the official trailer for Caldor from Josh Dayak.
Cool.
That's it.
Nice.
It was a big week. You got anything to end on, Bob?
I don't think so. Nice to be in October. That's it.
Yeah, leaves are changing.
Yep.
Leaves are falling. Ski season in Vermont typically starts in October.
Yeah.
Thanks to our friends down at Killington.
And some natural early snowfall, usually.
Oh, yeah. Now Mansfield will get snow in October.
Yeah.
It pretty much always does, right?
Pretty much. Whether it's measurable is a different story, but...
Yeah. I don't know that we'll get any snowleage this year.
You don't think so? I mean, it's like 80 degrees outside right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like, are we at peak foliage?
I'd give it another couple days, but pretty close.
Okay.
I like the yellows. I don't say it's peak until there's like...
Good yellows?
Good yellows.
Do the reds come first?
The reds come first. Yeah.
Yeah. You're not really getting like the Fruity Pebbles effect right now. You're kind of just getting like red.
It's very red.
Yeah,
like
it's
it's gorgeous.
red, yeah.
But it's not, it hasn't quite, I like it when it just turns over.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Well, there you go. That's your report from resident foliage expert here in Stowe, Vermont. And we are in a hotbed of foliage.
It is true.
To the point where it's a little annoying.
I might walk home.
Yeah. It's going to take me 20 minutes to drive a quarter mile on my way home today. But the leaves will be pretty.
Yeah, at least you're in a nice area.
I got the Miata, so I can put the top down and really take
Get the whole view.
Yeah. Anyways, good to be back. Thanks for joining us. Hope everyone has a fantastic weekend, and we will talk to you next week.
Bye.